Rockstar has been caught selling pirated versions of their own games on Steam. If you look at their logo, it makes more sense, since their favorite letter is obviously R. Why did you make me do that? I'm Riley Murdoch, this is Game Linked, and these are the Steam files for Midnight Club 2 that mark this copy of the game as a cracked, pirated version, according to developer Silent on Twitter. They just had to speak out. They were inspired to investigate after YouTuber Vadim M proved that two other Rockstar titles, Max Payne 2 and Manhunt, were also originally plundered. Rockstar's reasoning isn't entirely clear, but it seems like they needed to remove a type of DRM that required the game's retail CD to be in the drive when you play. So the studio grabbed a cracked version online and uploaded it for sale on Steam instead of removing the DRM themselves. The only problem is, the original versions of these games had two DRM defenses. One made by Sony to prevent copying, and one made by Rockstar that would activate several Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap cards meant to punish crackers for tampering with files.
Crackers.
They were all very white. That's a slur. We'll be banned on Twitch. When Rockstar got caught selling cracked copies, they again took a shortcut and simply replaced the pirated .exe file with an authentic file that had the copy protection forcibly removed. Then, their own anti-tamper software was activated, turning the Steam version of the game into an unplayable minefield meant for pirates, while the actual pirates who torrented the cracked game were sailing smooth seas. And that's why you don't join the Navy. Nintendo apparently had closed-door demonstrations of the Switch's successor for external developers at Gamescom, according to a report by Eurogamer and corroborated by Video Games Chronicle. Apparently, partners were shown a Nintendo powered-up version of Breath of the Wild that supported a higher frame rate and resolution than the original game. Honestly, isn't saying much. But the red-pilled chads at Nintendo also showed off the Matrix Awakens Unreal Engine 5 tech demo, which was originally created to demonstrate the power of the PS5 and Xbox Series X. The Switch 2 Electric Boogaloo reportedly achieved ray tracing and visuals comparable to current-gen consoles with the use of NVIDIA's DLSS AI upscaling. Press X to doubt, but hey.
Almost as good as current-gen.
While the performance claims may be shocking, the closed-door demo actually isn't, given recent reports that some key partners already have dev kits for the upcoming console that is rumored to launch next year. So get ready for next year's brand new gritty, muscular, photorealistic Mario. One look at his glutes and you'll be saying, oh, mamma mia. Speaking of Mario, Nintendo's Shigeru Miyamoto finally explained what being a Mario ambassador actually means for Charles Martinet, the voice of the character since 1996, who admitted he didn't know what his new job was just 3 days ago. I'm sure Martinet was ecstatic when Nintendo of America posted a video on Twitter featuring an explanation of ambassadorial duties delivered by the one and only Charles Martinet. Oh, thank goodness.
Does he also have Mario diplomatic immunity?
Mario diplomat.
Can he commit crimes in the Mushroom Kingdom?
He can go in and out of the UN, just they let him go. No pat down. In the video, just before Miyamoto expresses his heartfelt gratitude to Martinet for his years of work, Charles explains that he'll be traveling the world and attending events to meet with fans and sign autographs, meaning that Nintendo gave him a made-up title and their permission to continue to attend fan conventions like he's already been doing. Wow, here we thought he would be giving speeches to the UN, fighting for the work safety rights of Italian plumbers. They don't need to be chased by ghosts and homing bullets while they're just trying to fix a leaky pipe. It's the most dangerous 3D animated profession. Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Xsplit. Take your live streaming to the next level with Xsplit's cutting-edge broadcasting and video production tools. Listen, I know sleep streams are a thing, but your audience shouldn't be falling asleep too, because that doesn't make any sense. Keep your viewers awake with slick transitions, multiple audio tracks, and image and video looping. Check out XSplit today at lmg.gg/xsplit and use code Linus for an eye-opening 69% off your first purchase or subscription. Really learned something there. Presenting the Quick Bits. Copies of this year's Mortal Kombat 1 have leaked early, spoiling plot details and the entire fighting roster just a week before the game's official launch, which everyone's very excited about despite it being the first one. This is the biggest Mortal Kombat 1 leak since it accidentally ended up on an arcade cabinet in 1992. In a complete shock, it was leaked that the game is trying to compete with Warzone's celebrity operator meta by making Megan Fox a fighter.
Oh man, I can't wait to rip out Megan Fox's spine.
Jeez.
That's fun.
Not only that, but a leaked video from the official Mortal Kombat YouTube channel has revealed that Fox is a vampire.
Thought she was a fox.
Hell of a way to come out. Whew, that explains why her fiance, Machine Gun Kelly, looks so frail. He's feeding her.
He's a juice box.
Now that's love.
Capri's son.
Ubisoft's pirate game Skull and Bones has lost its third creative director since being announced way back in 2017, lending credence to rumors that the project crossed the wrong sea witch and now harbors a mighty terrible curse. To be fair, the now departed Elizabeth Pellin has overseen the game's development since 2018, so it's not like Ubisoft was regularly making game directors walk the plank. Ubisoft told Kotaku that Pellin had fulfilled her mission to reboot the game's creative direction, and that it's not uncommon for a creative director to move on to a new project or role, which may or may not involve roaming the seafloor as a reanimated skeleton. That's just showbiz, baby. Blizzard has confirmed that Diablo 4 will be following the Destiny 2 model of releasing a new expansion every year. Passionate fans of the series were so excited by the news that they threatened to uninstall the game, presumably overwhelmed with joy. Diablo 4's live service model, which also includes a seasonal battle pass, has already come under fire for microtransactions that tip the scale into macro transactions. It's not clear yet how much the expansions will cost, just that players aren't getting nickel and dimed so much as quartered and dollared.
British fans, meanwhile, will be getting pounded.
They got it rough over there. Meanwhile, Nintendo has announced that they have no current plans for any Zelda Tears of the Kingdom DLC. That's because the development team feels they've exhausted every opportunity to create new gameplay in the worlds created for Breath of the Wild, which, considering that this last game introduced crafting, an all-new suite of abilities, and unmanned drone strikes, honestly, fair enough. Does this mean that Nintendo is done with The Legend of Zelda, a game that Nintendo has been remaking again and again since 1986? Absolutely not. Nintendo will be milking this IP until the sun explodes.
The death of the universe, baby.
And Starfield players on PC can use console commands to cheat, doing everything from no clipping through walls to instant killing all enemies in the area. And turns out, Xbox players can get a little taste of that same power thanks to the game's cross-save support. Downloading and running the game through the Xbox app on even a potato PC allows you to enter cheats, then save your game, which will then be accessible on your Xbox again with the cheats enabled. Now, you'll lose the ability to unlock achievements unless you install the mod that turns it back on. Just like in real life, the answer to cheating is often more cheating.
That's what I tell my wife.
You don't understand, this is the only way. I don't wanna leave. And you should be all the way down to come back on Tuesday for more Game Linked. If you do, I won't tell your mom that you're cheating. She'd be so disappointed in you.